Can we have someone read in our COVID conditions?
Sure.
Thank you.
The result of the executive order ordered by Governor Bibby Pritzker suspending in-person attendance requirements for public meetings. City council members and city staff will be participating in this meeting remotely. Due to public health concerns, residents will not be able to provide public comment in person at this meeting. Those wishing to make public comments at the Administrative Public Works Committee, Planning and Development Committee meeting, or City Council meetings may submit written comments in advance or sign up to provide public comment by phone or video during these meetings. I'd like to move that.
May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. That motion passes. I'd like to open with public comment. So you said we have one speaker signed up?
That is correct, Mr. Vasilko.
If you could go ahead and either unmute him or Mr. Vasilko, unmute yourself for your 3-minute public comment, please.
Alderman, I'm not sure I'm seeing Mike on just yet.
Okay, then we'll come back to that if you just let me know when he comes back. And is he signed up for a specific agenda item?
I don't think he did for AP&W. I think it was just a general. Oh, here he's coming into the waiting room now. Hold on.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Mike is here now.
Thank you. Hello, Mr. Vasilko. Thank you for joining us. We're ready for your 3-minute public comment. Mike Vasilko.
Go
Okay.
once, go twice.
I was talking, but I was muted. Sorry.
No problem. The clock starts now.
No problem. I'm not going to take all 3 minutes. I just, again, object to some of the change orders that are coming through. We really don't need any additional change orders for contracts. These are things that should not be, staff should catch these things before they occur. The bills list, although it isn't as significant as it was last time you had a council meeting, it's still significant to the taxpayers. I'd really just like to see you reject some of these requests for payment. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Vasilko. We have item AM1, approval of meeting minutes of the regular Administrative and Public Works Committee meeting September 14th. Staff is recommending that we approve these minutes. This is for action.
Second.
Thank you. It's been moved and seconded. Those meeting minutes pass. And then we have the consent. I guess we'll just go through the whole thing.
Alderman.
Madam Chair, you need to take a vote.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
You need to take a roll call.
Oh, okay. Is there a staff that can help with that?
Yes, I'll do that. So this is for the approval of the minutes. Alderman Braithwaite.
Aye.
Alderman Rusimmons.
Aye.
Alderman Sufferton.
Aye.
Alderman Rainey.
Aye.
Alderman Fleming.
Aye.
Thank you. Meeting minutes pass. And then for consent, can we just take off what we want to discuss, or would you all prefer that we go through each item? Alderman Rainey, I know you usually have an opinion about the best way to do this.
I mean, they're only
I'm at your beck and call, Madam Chair.
Okay.
I would like to remove A5.
A5. Let's just go through it. We'll go through it quickly if there's not much. Alderman Fleming, will you read A1 and 2?
Sure. A1 is the approval of City of Evanston bills and payroll. Staff recommends we approve payroll for the period of August 17th through August 30, 2020 in the amount of $2,674,652.57. and through August 31st through September 13th, 2020, in the amount of $2,777,357.83, and bills list for September 20th in amount of $3,695,015.83. That is for action. And
Second.
Sure. Thank you.
Sorry, I couldn't.
8.2 is the single audit for fiscal year 2019. Staff recommends council review and place on file the single audit report for fiscal year ending December 31st, 2019. That's for action to accept and place on file.
Is there a second?
Second.
Also, do we need a roll call vote on each item?
Yes.
You need it depends on how you're attempting to accept the consent agenda. So if you're going to accept all the items and pass them at once, then you only need one roll call vote.
Got it. Yeah, for efficiency's sake, I think we should do it that way.
All right, do we need an item? We probably need a roll call for the two I just read since they're already, or are we going to change it? I just need to take 8.5 off if we're going to read them all together.
Well, you could continue to read them as you were and pull off the ones that you want. And then at the end, we'll approve the consent agenda with one vote for everything that stayed on.
Thank you. A3, approval. Staff recommends City Council authorize City Manager to execute a 1-year contract extension for the purchase of up to 75 tons of rock salt from Morton Salt Company at the cost of $59.87 per ton for a winter season estimated total cost of $449,025. Funding for this purchase will be provided from the MFT Snow and Ice Control Fund. Staff will request fiscal year 21 budget allocation of $625,000 for the purchase of the estimated 75 tons. This is for action.
Second.
A4, approval of change order number 2. Staff recommends City Council authorize the City Manager to execute change order number 2 to the engineering services contract with Alfred Benish of and Company for the 30-inch diameter transmission main rehabilitation project in the amount of $19,960. This will increase the overall contract amount from $405,844.54 to $425,804.54. Funding will be provided from the Water Fund, which has a 2020 budget of $175,000 for this project, all of which is remaining. This is for action.
Second.
Alderman Rainey, will you take, we're removing 5, will you take 6 and 7, please?
Yes, Madam Chair. This is Resolution 76R20. It is recommended that we recommend to the Council adoption of this resolution, which authorizes the manager to execute a new contract between the City of Evanston and Hoffman House Catering to provide the senior meal congregate program at the Levy Center and Fleetwood Jourdain Community Center for a period of October 1, 2020 through September 30, 2021, in the not to exceed amount of $4.93 per lunch. I for approval. Resolution 76R20. We're being asked to recommend to the Council approval of this resolution, which authorizes the interim manager to execute an amendment and side letters to the current collective bargaining agreement with the International Association of Firefighters, Local 742, effective January 1, 2019 through December 31, 2022. Council approval will ratify Exhibit N, Side Letter of Agreement 2019-20 to 2022, Contract Changes, Appendix O, Side Letter of Agreement, Maintenance of Service Level, and Appendix P, Side Letter of Agreement, Layoffs. All these copies of the items I just mentioned are attached in your packet. I move approval.
Thank you.
Second.
Second.
Alderman Braithwaite, if we could have you read 8 and 9.
Sure. Madam Chair, I'd like to move item A8, Resolution 77-R-20, designating Harbor Park as Harbor Payne Park. Staff recommends the adoption of Resolution 77-R-20, designating Harbor Park as Harbor Payne Park. Funding for new signage comes from the Capital Improvement Fund. This is for action.
Second.
Second.
And item A9 as well.
Yes, please.
And do you mind if I take item A10 as well?
Okay.
Thank you. Resolution 78-R-20, authorizing the city manager to sign a local assurance document and submit an application for grant funds from the Illinois Transportation Enhancement Program for the Main Street Improvement Project. This is huge, and credit to staff for filling out the application. Staff is recommending City Council's adoption of Resolution 78-R-20, authorizing the city manager to sign the local assurance document. Enhancement program will fund 80% of the eligibility construction costs, up to $2 million. The estimated cost of Main Street improvement projects is $5,490,000. Therefore, the city will seek the max $2 million in the funding of the grant. The city's share remaining of the projects will total $3,490,000. Detailed summary is included.
Thank you. Second for A10, Alderman Braithwaite.
Yeah, I was waiting for a second for A9.
Second.
Okay. A10 is Resolution 79-R-20, designating the portion of Dodge Avenue between Church Street and Lake Street with honorary street name Black Lives Matter Way.
Second.
Parks and Rec. Okay. Yep. That's fine.
Thank you. And we have Alderman Suffredin, if you could take us through A11 through 13.
Sure. Actually, if we could remove A11 from consent, I would appreciate that.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
If we could remove A11.
A11, okay.
I'd appreciate that.
No problem.
Item A12 is ordinance 57-020, amending city code section 10-11-12, parking zones, adding section 7J, electric vehicle charging stations. Staff recommends city council adoption of ordinance 57-020, amending blah, blah, blah. The ordinance adds a fee of $1 an hour for vehicles parked in city-owned parking lots and the electric vehicle charging stations. In addition, the ordinance provides a $3 maximum, ensuring better turnover. The fees will provide additional revenue to expand the city's program in the future, while keeping the rate low to incentivize the use of electric vehicles as part of the city's climate action resilience plan. This is for introduction.
Second.
And then item A13 is ordinance 82-020, amending city code section 5-1-3, 302.13, parking of motor vehicles, section 7-3-10-1, vehicles on sidewalk parkway, and section 10-4-1, stopping, standing, or parking prohibited in specific places. Staff recommends city council adoption of this ordinance. The vehicle will be allowed to park on the parkway if there is an approved substrate or surface. The vehicle fits entirely between the sidewalk, street, and concrete curbing inner edges where it meets the parkway, is registered with the state of Illinois with a current license plate, and can be moved with proper notice if required. The ordinance also adds a parking violation fee if the vehicle was not parked within the specifications, and notes that the vehicle parked on the parkway is subject to all city code enforcement. This is for introduction.
Second.
A14, ordinance 91-020, staff recommends city council adopt this ordinance directing the city manager to offer the sale of vehicles owned by city through public auction through GovDeals, an online auction system utilized by government agencies, on or around Wednesday, October 21st, 2020, or any other subsequent America's Auto auction. These vehicles have been determined to be surplus due to new vehicle replacements being placed into service, or vehicles that have been taken out of service for safety reasons with the intention of eventual replacement. This is for introduction.
Second.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, may I take 15 and 16 off the agenda, please?
Those are not on the agenda.
Oh.
Those are for action. They'll be at the council.
Thank you.
Right. Okay, so we have, should we pass consent or go ahead and do 5 and 11 right now?
Pass consent.
Okay,
I'll take a roll for
Thank you.
passing of the consent agenda. Alderman Braithwaite,
Aye.
Alderman Ruth Simmons,
aye.
Alderman Sufferton,
Aye.
Alderman Rainey,
Aye.
Alderman Fleming.
Aye.
Perfect,
Consent
thank you.
agenda passes.
Now we have Alderman Fleming, if you could take A5.
Yes, and A5, I don't need to read for a second. After speaking to our legal counsel and the governor extending the state moratorium, the statewide moratorium, I'm just going to remove that one from the agenda altogether. We don't need to pass our local one. We're covered under the state moratorium at this time.
Thank you.
So
So
you
that-
gotta move it.
I still have to move it,
Yeah.
but we don't take action on it.
You're moving to remove it.
Oh, sorry. All right. I would make a motion that we remove item A5 from the agenda.
Second,
Thank you.
Alderman Sufferton, A11, please.
Sure.
I believe we should take a roll on that
Got it.
action though.
Okay,
To remove item A5 from the agenda, Alderman Braithwaite,
Aye.
Alderman Ruth Simmons,
aye.
Alderman Sufferton,
Aye.
Alderman Rainey,
Aye.
Alderman Fleming.
Aye.
Thank you. Motion passes to remove item 5 from the agenda. Alderman Sufferton, A11, please.
Sure. On item A11, which is an amendment to the amusement tax, it's ordinance 55020, amending the amusement tax. Staff recommends City Council adoption of ordinance 55020, amending the amusement tax to include online streaming services and to clarify that the tax applies to media that is capable of being streamed to mobile devices. Amusement tax revenue is deposited in the city's general fund. This is for introduction.
Second.
Madam Chair, I would like to vote no, and I'd just like to remind Alderman Ruth Simmons and Alderman Fleming that you also voted no on the streaming tax when it was presented, and that's the underlying tax that this amends. I just would like to vote no, and would encourage my colleagues to do the same.
So, question, one second.
This is for introduction.
See that. Thank you. Director, will you take a roll call vote?
Yes. This is for approval of item A11. Alderman Braithwaite.
Aye.
Alderman Ruth Simmons,
Aye.
Alderman Sufferton,
No.
Alderman Rainey,
Aye.
Alderman Fleming.
No.
It's 3-2 passes.
Okay. And let's see, that we have, are there any items for consideration? Is there any item for discussion?
Nope.
Anything for communications? May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Perfect.